understanding that offer to receive Mr. Narrow messages and names. Probably the open here, there's a luggage. We'll see over I know we had something this year. Okay, Mr. Mailman.
Good morning, Taz. What are you doing today, player? How's your renovations going? How do you like the new intro screen? This is the first time I think you've seen it. Ugh. Ajax. Just got out of work. You guys almost done renovating that store? I mean, geez, you guys have been working on it for like 6 years. I guess we switch over. And then I need this on top, this on top of that, and then we're good. End of July will be done. Brindy said that they were going to start offering jobs to the temporary workers, the what do you call them? What do you call yourselves? The improvement team, the construction people that aren't there permanently. Brindy said that Cassie was talking about it to one of the team leads. What's up, Ajax? It's been years. It's been so many years. Alright, so what happened previously on the Pantheon of Apollo? We do have our first manned flight happening, allegedly. This is Emily Leroy? Emily Leroy, I'm assuming? Renovation team, yeah, those are you guys. You guys that are messing up all the damn shelves and where everything's at. See, this is the part that's kind of confusing to me, because we shoved 10 days worth of supplies into this module. She's been up here, let's say 20 minutes, and she doesn't have no damn water left. At least she got food this time. Coach on the right team already offered me a job on the night team. Shit, dude. That's fucking what's up. Are you thinking about taking it or not so much? Because I know you and Alexis have pretty heavy requirements on the schedule. How long until she goes on maternity leave? I know you guys gotta be getting close. If not, she is heavily pregnant. Because I feel like she's been pregnant for fucking ever already. Alright. How are we bringing this bad boy down? Well, girl, sorry. Sorry, Kerbal. I forget your name. Emily. Well, because the first astronaut we trained was Cheryl. This one's Emily. I'm going to take it if I can go to first. She's on 10 weeks left. Oof. Hell yeah. At least the offer's there. So, I mean, even if you can't go to first, it's got to be a comfort level thing, knowing that there's at least something there. Because the part that gets me the most is, like, when I was struggling for actually finding a job, like, wait, what? 10 days supplies done in 21 minutes? Yeah, Ajax, that's what I'm saying. Look, I put 22 days worth of food. You can see that. I put an equal amount of water and oxygen. And the water is gone. Dunzo. The oxygen, we have a day. So we're pretty much gonna do the I mean, it's enough for the mission parameters, because the mission is to just go up, orbit, and come down. And I know this looks super stupid, but this is the best heat shield I have available. The last 2 heat shields I used did not work for this mission. They just disintegrated as soon as we touched the atmosphere. Completely fucking useless. So we put an Apollo command module heat shield on there, just so we can try to get past this. Because this is the brick wall we've been at for quite a while now. Alright, we have plenty of fuel, so let's try to utilize it. Let's see if we can't utilize this fuel some smart kind of way. Let's just see what happens. I don't think I want it that low. Let's do that. Let's do that for the first burn and see how she shakes out. The renovation Ultram. The renovation. Oh, the renovations team. Dude, you had me trying to decode that. Anyway, the renovations team is helping me apply to become a reality project coach. If I get it, I'll be salary and get to travel the country to other Walmarts to help remodel them. That would be pretty dope. You just get to go everywhere. That would be pretty dope. I have too many damn kids for that. But if it pays good enough, Alexis can also paid mileage, paid hotel, and paid food allowance every day. Well, shit. My wife would murder me. so this comes up in, what is it, 1 hour. We have 16 hours worth of electric charge. I'm hoping that water... I'm hoping that water doesn't screw me over on this. Dude, that sounds like a great opportunity. And it's Walmart, so I mean, it's going towards a retirement. That's what I was just about to get at before I got sidetracked. I was about to say, dude, if it pays good enough, just have Alexis be a stay-at-home mom for a while until y'all figure out the next step. But for those of you in chat who don't know, Taz is an overachiever in everything he does. He's a good worker. They'd be extremely stupid not to take him. Why don't... I think we're making this too complicated. Let's just go retrograde. What we'll do is we'll go retrograde, we'll dip into the atmosphere and see, and I guess just see. Alright. Oh my goodness gracious, these things take so long. How's Broly been doing? He's still being a wild child? And I guess... Alright, so that put us... Let's see if we can't just... Holy Kessler syndrome. Hopefully this doesn't kill our... Come on. Show me the money. Why are we doing this to me? There we go. So what do we have for battery? Alright, so let's pump in some more oxygen. Oh, we don't need more oxygen. See, the consumption on these things is so weird. Alright, Alright, so we're getting some sunlight, which is buying us more time. We're getting a good boatload of science off of this. Hey, I just had a thought, Taz. If you get that, Broly is good. He's going to be 2 at the end of this month. Time is flying by. Oh, just wait until you're, wait until he starts knocking out school. You're going to be like, this kid is already studying trigonometry. I don't even know how to spell trigonometry. That's one of the things that gets me about my kids right now. I love helping them with homework and stuff, but I know how to do things the old way, the way that, you know, built the country, and somebody decided that the old way wasn't working no more, so they needed a new way of doing math and science, and the new way is dumb as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie, not sugarcoating it. School is... The only reason I'm making my kids go to school is A, I do need some place for them to go during the day so I can sleep. B, it forces them to learn how to socialize. I want them to understand that there's a time and place to fight, to back down, to walk away, play your cards right. I want them to learn the social aspect of it. And it's also good teaching for them for later. Like, you're going to be stuck at work for these hours all the time, homie. Might as well spend your life getting used to it. Alright. Look at that boatload of science. It's a big old bobcat. Alright, we're coming up on this retrograde burn again. And drop that apopapsis a little bit more so we don't cook. I'd rather this mission go nice and smooth. Look at the amount of crap we've completed. How is it T-minus 1 hour? Oh, because I'm on the other side of it. I get it now. By the way, what's the mission? It's a new craft. Ajax, this is a whole new system. It is a Kerbal rated system, and the mission we're currently working on is we need to get this Kerbal home safe now. All she had to do was orbit for a couple of days, collect all the science, crew reports. Now it's about time. Bring her home. The big problem we've been having is heat shields. Alright. So the other problem we've been having is I really don't know the best entry altitude for the periapsis in RP1. I can in regular stock Kerbal, I can look at my velocity and tell you what periapsis you should set for an entry. In RP1, none of that matters. It's all completely, by and large, different. Alright. Yeah, because we're getting a lot of science for this if we land this bird safe. But this is our first manned mission. We are a little bit behind real life schedule, but I quit trying to compete with that. There's no way to do that. I cannot find an example of anybody playing this game legitimately and keeping up with the real life course of events. So, I mean, for a very first playthrough, we've done pretty well for ourselves. But yeah, we do have an entirely new generation of rockets being used, using a lot of the parts from the Saturn V. This is a redstone capsule. Now, in the first attempt on this mission, what went wrong was that the heat shield pretty much just disintegrated. What is that? Oh, that's Jupiter. Venus. That's really cool. Too bad our Kerbal didn't get to see that. We'd have to turn her around. But yes, we are way behind schedule as far as manned missions go. But the good news is if we can land this one... Hey, a satellite. But if we can land this bird safely, then we're going to be pretty much back on track with what we need. Like, we're still going to be behind on as far as racing the real history. But like I said, this is my very first playthrough, and I've made a ton of mistakes. And I still don't know the most optimized way to play. So even if I did start over, like, I couldn't tell you what I would actually do different. I mean, I guess I can in some ways, because we have learned a lot of hard lessons. Don't use time warp if you don't have to. Make sure you have a checklist that you go down before you use any time warp. I'm thinking this might be way too steep. Alright, bud, I just worked 14 hours. Alright. Nighty-night. Sweet dreams. Smooches. Hope you get some sleep, man. Alright, we're gonna do a tiny bit of time warping here. Hello, Sand. Welcome in, my good sir. We are trying to bring this bird home. We're going to keep our service module as long as possible. Like, comment, and subscribe. You heard it there, not here. He's not paid to say that. I swear. And you know I'm not lying, because I'm too broke to pay anybody to do anything. So, ha! Non-believers. I already did those. You guys are slow. Hey, you don't bring my intelligence into this. How dare you? I might be a little slow, but I pack a lot of power, thank you. I hesitate to time warp because, like I said, I don't know how well this angle's actually going to work. I'm feeling like it's way too steep. I guess we can go for a little tiny bit of time warp. Well, the game determined we're getting a little tiny. Oh, dude, we passed 69. We're in 1970 now. We missed our mark. I tried everything I could to get boots on the ground by the 69. It's 1970 and we're still just now doing our first manned orbit, and we still haven't nailed that yet. But the other thing that's going to hold us back is I need to figure out if we have any throttleable engines. Because without something throttleable, I do not know how we are going to manage these moon landings. We've landed probes. And by landed, I mean smash into the moon. But no, we haven't landed on the moon yet in a controlled manner. That is the very next thing that we're working on after we see how manned flight goes. We're having a lot of problems right now with the heat shielding and resources drain. Because the resource drain is not following any pattern that I can figure out. I was there, remember? I don't remember shit. I know you're always here, San. Oh. We're just holding on to that command module as long as possible at this point. I'm not sure where we're at, North Pole or South. Oh, maybe, I don't know what continent this is. Alright, hold on. Alright. So we lost the solar. Not as long as you would think. We're about to lose our last set of solar panels, which is fine. I don't remember. I think this one needs to go. Whoops. Apollo, big, gentle hug. How are you doing, my friend? How is life going today? We are attempting to bring our girl home. She has netted us a boatload of science. I think it's this ring right here that's heating up that bad. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's see if the persistent save saved us. We'll call that a design flaw. fix it. Okay, so the eject. Yeah, something worked. Well, since we're here, I might as well see if this is the one that needs to go first. No. Okay, so both of those... I see exactly what happened. Both of those damn rings are ejecting the heat shield. That's the problem. That's the issue happening here. Oh my goodness. Oh. Alright, so we're just gonna have to hot dog it, I guess. Because we can't... The idea was to be able to drop the service module and rely solely on the heat shield. But somebody down in engineering was drunk. And now both of these, one of them was supposed to jettison the module. Somebody looks like read the instructions upside down. We're gonna have to have an internal investigation on this matter. Alright. We are dragging Atmo right now. Not much, but some. We're not going to give up on Emily, guys. We're going to start losing solar panels here in a minute. Fire that up. Slow ourselves down as much as we can. Right, that was engine shutdown. We're below 100K. There goes those solar panels. Next we'll lose the engine. Nope. we tried. So what we're gonna do, we'll go here. We'll do our last hard save. All right. All right, let's go see what we have in here. Those are all optional, so I think that's done. Crude orbit. Here we go. Reach. Alright, so let's accept that, because that's what we're doing right now anyway. Oh, my back. I feel like an 80-year-old dude. Alright, before we do anything, I could have done it. Why did I leave that menu? I could have done it from that menu, dummy. What do we have integrating? Alright, so before we do anything, do they have the training done? Oh, that's tooling, training. Astronauts, they're training in Mercury proficiency. Okay, so they're doing what they're supposed to do. So we're gonna get in here and see if we can't fix this up just a little bit, a little tiny here, there should be, you know, some minor design flaws. We're not. Oh. Alright. Alright. So. What else do we even have available? Could I just use this and beef it all the way the frack up? Let's get this out of the way for now. Oh. Max that out. I guess I like that one. So that's 150 units of ablator. 150 units. Yeah, and see, that ablator still, the Apollo ablator puts that to shame. Alright. But the Apollo one doesn't have a node on the bottom to connect things to. Decisions. I don't know what to do about this. I don't understand why the fuck I can't use this one. It's 152. Can you put something attached to the heat shield? No. That's the problem we're having. Is there's no connecting node for this heat shield for some reason. Oh. And I just don't know what to do about it. Oh, what to do about it, what to do about it. That's a bit excessive. I think that's as good as it's gonna get, unfortunately. So now what if I put another one like that? Sure. Okay, so now I'll put that back there. Put that back on there. Oh, that was the other thing we had to look into. So, what about, I don't know, 750? And 750. Fine. We'll do 500. It's not what I wanted you to do. There. Can you water land? Yeah, the water landing still blew us up the last time. Or was that on ground land? I don't remember now. Alright. Alright, let's double check the staging. Oh my goodness, this is killing my back. Ooh. Alright. Alright. So, we have ignition of the F1s. Release. Release. Release and decouple. Engines fire. What's this? Is that the okay, so that's the life support engine, that's fine. And then we decouple that, and that. Alright. Hold on. I think that was the fairing that we just tooled. Alright, next thing is Emily. And we'll save edits. Every time you've done a hard land, haven't seen you try a water landing. Well, the problem is, Luke, is I don't exactly have the best aiming skills when it comes to re-entry. What? Okay. Alright, let's make sure they're still training. So they're going to be training until April. Alright. Alright. Now we go to training. Mission. Emily and Steven. Start that training. And that'll be done in July. Alright, so before we time warp anymore... Alright, you know what? We're gonna complete that one. We'll get that off our to-do list. Alright. So now if I do the rollout, and I hit launch, fill all. Alright, I guess fill tanks and launch. Alright. Let's pull up our statistics. Let's get our ascent guidance. Alright. We're going for as shallow of an orbit as we possibly can. Engage the autopilot. Alright. And we launch ourselves once again. Our fourth first crewed mission. Welcome back, San. We're still here, trying to get the same mission done. Oh, look, we have a failure to ignite. That's unfortunate. Luckily, we have 3 of the J2 engines. Did you fix the problem? We're about to find out. This is cool as hell, man. Engine failure. Oh, no, yeah, we had an engine ignition failure. It's one of the things about RP1 is things can go wrong. I mean, there's a percentage of a chance that the solar panels don't function. There's a percentage of a chance that the engine might go out. I mean, RP1 has a lot more, a lot more maybes involved. It's always best to have contingencies on top of contingencies. On top of contingencies. Yeah, look, we got plenty of damn water, food, and oxygen now, don't we? All that food and it's only 6 hours? Emily's a fatty. I still love you, don't worry. But girl, I put like 1,000 tons of food on that thing. And it's only gonna last her 5 hours or 6 hours. You can see the top engine isn't burning. Yeah, we had a failure to ignite, but insufficient avionics. Insufficient avionics. How? That's not good. I never switched the avionics for the extra food and water we used. Well, that's not ideal at all. Can I at least... Okay. At least we can do this. Alright, we gotta start troubleshooting here. Oh, stupid keyboard. Alright. Let's get communications going. Alright, so our situation is we're in a mild, uncontrollable spin. Let's see, can I mean, I suppose if we wait long enough. We would technically consume the resources, which would lighten it up to where we have control again. Yeah, this is not good. Well. I mean, it would almost just make sense to shut down the avionics for a while. Buy us a little bit more time on the battery, right? What happened is I think we added too much weight without readjusting the avionics. So we have to use weight in order for the avionics to have control. Which, this part, I think, is super stupid, because why do I need avionics control when I have a damn trained pilot? Like, I don't really care for that logic. So, the name of the game is to see if we can lose enough mass in order to deorbit. Because right now we have no deorbit. I have an idea. Just go EVA and kick the and take something off. Or smash if it works. There's one more thing I can try. Can I use this to dump stuff? Why not burn? I can't burn. You can't do anything when your avionics doesn't work. That's why I think it's so stupid that we have a pilot, but why would I need avionics, full avionics control, if I have a pilot? Okay, so now if I take these down here, put this down here, put this up here, put this down here. Yep. Whoops. Well, that was a giant waste of fucking time.
That's not scary. We will tell you what stuff.
I'm trying to think of a way to troubleshoot this. What I'm going to do... I have an idea. We're going to MacGyver this. We're going to MacGyver the hell out of this. Richard Dean Anderson is going to be proud of us. And she has liftoff. The first crewed mission launching from Cape Canaveral, Florida. The Apollo Aeronautics Science and Space Exploration Service is boldly going where no Kerbal has ever gone before. Again, for the 5th time. Alright, boosters are done and gone. And we go back and settle in for our nice long core burn. Isn't this the most exciting gameplay ever? That's why we love Kerbal. Emily seems to enjoy it. Hey, we had another engine failure. Look at that. Sorry, I'm back. Can't wait can't wait the match on Friday. What match? All right. I'm 99% sure I put these on action group. But apparently I don't know how to use action groups. Might make my life a little easier if I figured it out. Alright. I guess we do get some engine control. I don't know why. Maybe the engine safety didn't get turned off last time. Could be my bad on that one, guys. Turkey versus the USA. World Cup. My country versus yours. Sounds like it's going to be a boatload of fun. Okay, come up on it again. Oh no, we no longer have ullage. Well, it still works sometimes, I guess. I really don't know what that actually is supposed to do. All I can think to do is keep burning off propellant until we get ourselves under control. There we go. We have control. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. How is food? We have 75 freaking days of water. 104 days of oxygen. I say we might make this motherfucker stay up here a minute. I almost think he needs to stay up here a while. Alright. Let's keep an eye on the battery, I suppose. Alright. Alright. I have a nice idea. Can you engine plate that and increase the middle size of that heat shield? You can't, and you can't change the heat shield. I mean, we could engine plate it, but engine plates are heavy. We gotta be careful when we use them. Alright, we're getting that boatload of science. Yeah, Luke, the only reason we've gone with this exact configuration is because it's pretty much almost as heavy as it possibly can be before we have to spend the money and build another launch complex. So that's why this mission is shaped the way it is largely due to budget constraints. Oh shit. Okay. Yep. We gotta start orchestrating our way down now. Because we are running on borrowed time. Yes, I know. You're running low on batteries all over the place. But what you don't know is how okay with that I am at the moment. It's the least of our problems. Alright, let's light this candle. Come on now. Let's try that. 91. That's the problem. Alright. Now, that's in 27 minutes. So, we still have electric charge. We're okay. Man, this mission is so rich with science. Okay, she's getting herself into position. I have a nice idea. I loved milk chocolate buttons. Chocolate buttons. That sounds pretty good. Emily is just over there having the grandest of old times. Maybe she should. Party while you can, girlfriend. You might die. She is getting a good view. Hold on. What is it? Can't beat the view. A little bit of time warp. Could we send it up under the atmosphere? Send it under the atmosphere. So you're talking about just like hit a cruising altitude of, let's say, 50 kilometers and just cruise around? Is that what I'm understanding? I don't know if I'm understanding it right, Luke. Because most of the science that's available for that, we gather it during launches. I'm okay with this. Still okay with this. We're not gonna panic. We're just not panicking. We're going to keep this on as long as we can because it's extra batteries, extra food, water, communications, RCS. Don't leave orbit. No, we wouldn't. It wouldn't. The problem is, Luke, is that in order to do that, we have to get our budget positive right now. All right, we're gonna lose that fuel tank. Because the idea was supposed to be me with a joyriding controls. I do like the idea, though. If we can just land this mission, we're gonna get a mountain load of science, because we're getting science here too. And because we decided to do this in a polar orbit, because we decided to do this in a polar orbit, we're getting science, all of the biome science. I hope she enjoyed that ride. She hasn't even been up for 3 hours yet, really. I feel like it's been way more than that. I'm not trying to be quiet on you guys. Just really crossing my fingers and toes on this one. I want to keep an eye on that ablator. We're finishing a bunch of science, though. We're completing that science, biome by biome. Where is it going? Well, with any luck, safely back to Earth. Mission is not exactly going as planned. We may have accidentally sort of maybe just blew up our deorbiting engine. But I think we're still okay. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. We're okay. Oops. I may have left the engines burning that whole time. Over 100 science points if we can land this. Alright. Can't we go to the moon? We can send probes to the moon, but we haven't put Kerbals on the moon yet. That's where we're sitting at with that so far. This is our very first crewed orbit mission. The first time we ever orbited with a Kerbal. And we've been having a huge issue with this re-entry. No star. We can try to put crew on the moon. We need throttleable engines before we can try. That's the brick wall I have found myself up against with this moon missions. I just need a throttleable engine. Other than that, I think we have everything else ready. Now the question of the hour here is are we going to be able to deorbit before we end up killing our Kerbal? Because the idea was to get her back safe. I mean, she's got plenty of resources, I think. Yes, that's the goal. So the amount of science we're about to get for this is pretty high. So the idea is to land this mission safely. We'll put old Emily here on leave for the next few months. We already have another Kerbal trained and ready for this mission, so we can sort of tweak what needs to be tweaked and send another Kerbal up almost right away. Now the idea is hopefully by that time we can find a suitable engine configuration for our lunar operation and get it researched. But as we know, everything in this game takes a while. Now, the biggest issue I've had is trying to get a heat shield that'll work. My goodness, these heat shields are not that great. I mean, I know that regular heat shields in Kerbal Space Program are extraordinarily overpowered, but I guess I never really put much appreciation into the literal definition of extremely overpowered. That is the idea. If we can do it today, absolutely. If not, you'll have to subscribe and come back on Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright, got a drink of water. Oh, my back is fracking killing me here. Killing me here, Smalls. Alright. Little time warpy. If we land this safely, I might end up in the hospital because I might try to backflip off my chair. We can hear Emily chattering down with ground control, talking about the latest NFL draft picks. Alright. This is where we should start heating up quite a bit. I'm just going to use up a little bit more of our nitrous oxide here. I want to try to just help along this process here because I'm starting to get worried about the amount of electricity we have. If we don't get her into an entry pattern soon, we might be in trouble. Might be in trouble. Well, we are driving that periapsis down too, which is only going to help us. So right now the thing is we're really at the mercy of air pressure here. I did not anticipate losing our engine that soon. It's not mission failure yet, but we do have to try to think on our feet to salvage this. Okay, we may end up losing that fuel tank here. If we lose that fuel tank, the nitrous oxide tank is next. And then we'll lose avionics, we'll lose communications, we'll lose life support, and we'll lose our spare food, water, and oxygen. But we should have enough on the capsule. As long as this doesn't take a long... I'm telling you, I think the battery is going to be the deciding factor here. And all I'm doing is keep trying to extend this periapsis in front of us as much as possible. Because what we're doing is use the lower we get in the atmosphere right this second, the more it's going to help us. That atmospheric drag is going to be our friend. And then the longer we can use it, even better. How's this doing? That's doing pretty good. Well, there goes that fuel tank. We've lost RCS control. Communications. Avionics. Life support. Now we are at the mercy of physics. Which is not always the best thing. Alright, so here's our... this is entry right here. There's no going back. It either works or it doesn't. And we have a lot of velocity to bleed. I don't know if I ever filled these with anything. Because does it ever feel like it? I turned on RCS. I put them in the stage. Or maybe it's because they don't have propellants. Really want to push this button right here. Looks like we're going to be landing in the Arctic, maybe? I don't know who you're talking to. They can't hear you. We should have plasma any minute now. There it is. Very light plasma. Did she just giggle? Emily, don't be giggling on comms. Come on now. So far, so good. Now I just need you to hold together, girl. This is going better than I thought. Huh. That's interesting. Oh. Are we through? Yes. I also don't know how these parachutes are configured for sure. So I'm assuming these ones fire first. I'm getting awful nervous as to when. Oh, it did fire. Alright. Womp womp womp. Oh yeah, we're gonna try again. Alright. Just gotta do everything all over again. There. Now there's proof that I did it. Alright, next thing. Oh. Maybe. What the hell? How many days? 10 days. This is what it gives us for 10 days. Okay, that's got to be more than enough. Yes, we're gonna look into the parachute. First things first. I just do? What did I just do? Select style. Oh, okay. I see what's happening there. I'm stupid. Is there a way to know what they use? Looking at nitrous oxide here. Well, that's mildly confusing. Okay. Sure. I guess. Save edits and try again. Oh, you whack. More parachutes isn't the worst idea. Okay. Doobie doobie doop. Show parachute editor. Hold on. Before we do that, we gotta do this. Show parachute editor. Actually, I'm gonna leave it exactly like that. What's the issue here? 5,000. Oh. We gotta do that. Alright. There we go. Now we're going to save it there. Fill tanks, save edit. Oh my fuck. Alright. Training astronauts. Okay, those will be done. -70. January. Come on, January. Okay, here we go. So that means I can do this and this. Now we just got to do July. Okay. Now I should be able to do this. There we go. Alright, so now we launch. Why does it... Fill tanks and launch. Okay. I don't know. Luke, I didn't even check that. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend like I did check that, when I know dang well I didn't. Ascent guidance. Just leave it like it was. Alright, for the 8th time, our very first crewed launch. Look at her. Emily is down there having a great time. I think we're dialing this in. I just, how was I supposed to know that the parachutes designed for the module that we're using couldn't support the module landing? I don't know how I was supposed to know that. Because in all honesty, I think we pretty much have everything else dialed in. The mystery of the disappearing food is still a little bit crazy to me, but I'll digress. Oh. I don't mind that runs out of electricity before it's over, because this one up here has plenty to make up for it. Hey look, all 3 engines fired. But yeah, this has more than enough electricity to make up for it. In fact, I'm pretty sure by the end of this burn, we could probably drop about 10 to 15% of the electricity out of this. Yeah, she's feeling them G's now. Can you pause? Oh, dude, I got all the drinks and stuff. I just took my meds a little bit later than I should have. I forget they gotta have time to actually kick in. Okay. We were able to keep the orbit a little bit under control that time. So, let's get all our tools out. I still never messed with the avionics in that stage. I guess I didn't put all of them on. I thought I put all of them on. All right. Yep. We should be able to make something here work. Where am I at in this? So let's see. Shit. Okay. I have an idea to fix that. I think we can work with what we got. Man, I was really hoping I had everything figured out. I was gonna jump on live, be like, hey guys, let's knock this out. Yeah! When does Kerbal ever let that happen? Nah, we got this. I have an idea to fix it. I know this is the longest burn in the history of burns. We still don't have any lights unlocked. It's 1970 and I don't have any lights anywhere on the tech tree. We're scrambling our curdle. It's alright, she's almost halfway done. Almost halfway done. I feel like the spin is a lot more violent this time than it has been in the past. Apparently we are. What the shit just happened there? Ugh. We literally exploded every one of those engines. There we go. Yeah, we just did make Emily sit in there for 2 days. It's deliberately done. Yeah, we knew what we were doing the whole time. The whole time we knew exactly what we were doing. Oh, we're going south this time. What? I really don't understand why all of a sudden we're getting such a dramatic rotation on this. Come on, girl. All you gotta do is separate. Let's see. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it there for now. I'm getting frustrated. I don't even know what to change. I don't know why. I mean, we always had a slight, little tiny bit of a roll. But, now it's starting to cause problems, so. Huh? I'm going to check my sounds. As if you get this girl down, you may burst my eardrums. The problem is, Luke, is I don't know what to change. I don't know what to do about this. Because if it's just going to blow up my second stage engines, we have to know what to change about it to not blow them up. Maybe that'll help. Get it a little bit farther away from that. What needs to be oh my goodness, this is starting to piss me off. Every time I open this damn thing up, there's more tooling that needs to be done. Get out of there. Emily. There we go. Alright, last one. Hello again, Galaxy. Welcome back in. We're just getting ready to do our last one. Oh, yeah, and avionics. Good call. I already forgot about it. Alright. We're at, let's say, 16 tons. Alright. That should fix everything. What do you need? Whatever. Whatever. No crew on it? There is a crew on it. Should be. Alright. See where these yug-yags are in their training. Alright, they'll be done with that in September. Wait. No. Emily should be good. Let's... launch. Emily, yep. Fill tanks and launch. Okay, we're good. Alright, I did sneak an F5 in there, by the way. Gauge autopilot. For the 8th or 9th time, I've lost frickin' count. Watch the stage count break down as your... Huh? I'm so confused. I'm so confused, but yeah. I'm just getting in a frustrated rut with it because it's like, I spend all the time thinking about ways to fix things and how to do things. And then I forget something as stupid as avionics. I don't understand why you can't just have the avionics update automatically. Clearly I added weight. Clearly I need the... like, why is it some... There's a lot of little tedious things you have to do, or I'm like, it should just update, like updating your mass. Of course I need it controllable. See, like now all of a sudden it's not spinning at all. We're back to our little slow, very, very slow spin. I don't know. Yep, I think it'll be fine this time because it's not. I don't know why it was spinning like that. "30 seconds will tell the tale." Much better. You can reduce the batteries in this stage by an enormous amount. Probably reduce it 50% or more. Look at that, we're learning to use our action groups like a pro. Yeah, I have the notebook right next to me. All right. See, I don't understand why it says no oxygen. Go to the moon? We cannot afford that. This engine is designed to... Hey, look! I live right here. Can I see it from up here? Can I see my house? I can see my house from up here! Alright. So now what we're going to do is that periapsis. We're going to go ahead and burn a little retrograde. Just like that. F5. Okay. There's just no good spot to put anything. So far, so good. We have plenty of electric charge. You have plenty of electric charge. Hello, 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 Pearly. Peely? Peely. It's Peely. What up, McScurry? DJ kick that line. Bow chicka wow wow. Is this... I don't know how to read that. I don't know how to read that, Peely. I'm so sorry, but thank you for dropping in. This is Kerbal Space Program, the RP1 mod pack. Right now we are slowly coaching ourselves through this first manned flight. Alright. Here we go. I'm just dropping that apoapsis down to a more manageable altitude. Man, you're making my brain feel like I'm in the Rick and Morty universe right now. Are you in space? Yes, we are in space. We are getting ready to bring our Kerbanaut back home safely this time. Let's get that spin under control. We are getting tons of valuable data. Lots of valuable data. I don't think these RCS thrusters are in the most advantageous positions either. All right, our jalopy is under control again. I have engaged my linguistics translator as my English proficiency is somewhat... Oh, you're fine, dude. You're alright, Peely. You have nothing to worry about, my guy. We are just locked in on this. Yeah, this is RP1. It makes Kerbal Space Program look a lot more realistic than you're used to. But this has what's called the realism overhaul. Ow. Alright, where are we at with this? Pitch black, got it. Peely Apollo is in the best real-life space sim there is at this time with full punishment. Yep. Yep, this is an extremely difficult way to play this game. Look at Jupiter way back over there just peeking out over the horizon. At least I think that's the horizon. Definitely where the skybox ends. So now what we're going to do here is we're just going to try to pull our apoapsis down. We have 15 minutes to periapsis. We don't want to. We want to try not to burn down our periapsis too much, but we're going to try to shave off some of that apoapsis here. Unfortunately, we're not going to get time warp as it should be. This game really does love to eat up your time, though. I mean, we are dragging the apoapsis down just on atmospheric friction alone, so... Because she's a lizard. I know this part's taken forever, guys. There is literally no way I can speed it up. We do need to change this out, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh. Yes, we've been to the moon before. No. Now our goal is to try to get Kerbals to the moon, which is proving more difficult than originally anticipated. But that's okay. Battery's good. I mean, food is better than oxygen at this point. Oh wait, no, stop. Okay, undo this one, pin that one. Well, we got plenty of food. The oxygen's questionable. Wait, when did we even go to the moon? 1969. Actually, I think we've been going to the moon since the early 60s. But for some reason, we just can't seem to put a Kerbal on it. Because you know how that song goes. If you like it, you should have put a Kerbal on it. All right. Now all we got to do is keep an eye on electricity and oxygen. We got plenty of food and water. That's a plus. No electric charge in that battery, which is fine. What gray thing? That would be Earth. We are, in fact, in the entry process, the process of re-entry. I just wanted to soak up some of the sun while we had the chance, extend our batteries a little bit. The oxygen is pretty concerning.
Fine. That's not scary. We will tell you what it is. So,
That's better. I hate the camera.
what's this? There's a reason.
And this would be a really great time for us to have time warp. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, Kerbal Core. This would be a great time for Kerbal Core. Yeah, we have a couple times actually. Most recently was what, a month ago? We went and orbited the moon for a quick hot second. Well, I guess that wasn't technically an orbit. It was a flyby. Oh my god, why can't I time warp faster? This is ridiculous. Any day now. Oh my goodness, my back. I mean, there is benefits to keeping it nice and gentle. No, I don't think it's maxed. I just don't think we're transmitting it anymore right now. Yeah, because usually if you max it out, it'll say data bank full or something like that. We still have 20, 30 hours. We're good on everything except oxygen. Which I'm hoping... Yeah, we have 17.3 liters of oxygen left. But this should be our entry right here. Why not? Yeah, she is a legend. She's taking this one like a champ. Alright, we've exhausted all of our propellant. Alright, last plunge. Yeah, we have a ton of nitrous oxide. Alright, alright. I genuinely don't know what that does. I genuinely don't know. There we go. Okay. Where are we coming down at? Coming down in the Arctic. Alright, moment of truth. Is this even safe? Because I've got a bad feeling. Safe is a relative term in this game. It's as safe as it can be, but to be fair, doing a recovery in the North Pole is a little less than ideal. It's the plasma from re-entering the atmosphere. And she shouldn't explode. Ideally not. We're bleeding off quite a bit of speed. Oh, she's reaching her G limit. Emily, you better hold it together. Well, that could have been bad. Apollo, since once under tear atmosphere, free the heat shield, no matter the cost. Yeah. Just waiting for these parachutes to come out. I mean, we're going down at a nice speed. There we go. I think that's a much safer landing speed. Airspeed 3.7 meters per second. All right. That puts a rest to that. First crewed mission, finally. Only took forever. We'll be on leave until October. Okay. Ooh, Emily is moving up in the world. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's go put some research on the books. What do we get? Are these throttleable? These are throttleable. This is what we need for the lunar descent, I think. I'm gonna have to catch these up off stream because we're gonna need these. There's the Gemini cabin. Mark III command pod. Alright. Oh, so we do have quite a bit to do. I'm going to go ahead and start researching this one, though. We definitely need that. This one, we will have to grind for. F5. F5. Now let's go see what our contracts look like. We should be able to do that relatively soon. We should be able to do it. Well, this one... You know what? Fine. No. We'll work on that one. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Yes, we can go to the moon. We do have a moon mission that we need to do. Alright. We did that. All of our crude altitude records. Crude altitude record, speed record, altitude record. 40 kilometers. New record, altitude record. Altitude record, speed record. Now you see why I wanted to do this so bad. We did a lot of those. Alright. So, first things first. We'll get one of those in. First lunar orbiter and mapper. I think we can do that imaging satellite. Open. Where's the Ranger imaging? Ranger imaging sat. Alright. We're sitting at a respectable delta V on this. What experiments do we have on board? Configure experiments. Alright. We can change that up to a basic TV camera. Might as well do number 2 on that one. Might as well do number 2 on that one. Alright, so what do we need? What is required here? Video imaging 2. So I think this gives us video imaging 2. Yes, video imaging 2. Got it. Alright. Everything else is just bonus dust. We'll do this one as soon as the next crude Ranger comes off the line. This one is good to go. So let's put it in the plunge. Yeah, what's the tonnage on this thing? 1.4. Just a little bit too shy of the launch complex. I do need to check all the batteries and such. Configure my avionics. I'm gonna do 500 of electricity on this stage. Alright, 7.1. So what's this rated for then? 9. Alright, I think we have the best of everything we can have. Okay. I didn't think I changed anything, so... Alright, save. Save to plans. So those will both be done this year. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and clear it up for now. I do appreciate everybody dropping in. Next time we stream, should be Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we'll get these contracts and science rolling. Science is where we need. And then I know we need to do try and design a Mars and Venus flyby. That's coming up really, really fast on the to-do list. Because this one's pretty much done. We're just milking that last bit of funding out. This one we'll be able to do. Should be able to do that no problem. This one's going to be fun. And this one's going to be even more fun. So make sure you're liked, subscribed, tune in.